Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. Our clients, however, are located all throughout the United States, and we can help them no matter where they are located. So today, I wanted to talk about a consultation that I recently had in an application that our firm is working on currently. I think it's a sad story, but hopefully will result in a pretty happy ending. So I wanted to share that with you in case it's helpful to some of you that might be watching. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney and I practice all types of U.S. immigration law. So I do not practice anything other than immigration, but everything under U.S. immigration is what my firm practices. Okay, and we're called Agarwal Law Group. We're based in Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of Washington, D.C., and our clients are located all throughout the United States. So today, I wanted to share a story with you. All right, I just wanted to share a story with you. And of course, I will also take your questions. Okay. So I had a consultation recently, and we are working on a case right now. And the story is very sad. So we have a client who was brought to the US by his mom and dad when he was pretty young. And he is now about 18 years old, and he suffered a lot of abuse by his father. Okay, so he suffered a significant amount of abuse by his father, both physical. He was being beaten. He was being belted by his father. He was being blamed emotionally for everything. He was kind of set up to always fail. So no matter what he did, his father would blame him. Um, there was a lot of abuse, and from the time he was a child up until now, when he's almost 18 years old. Okay. And his father became a green card holder, and this person entered with a tourist visa, but was not able to get any other status. And he does not qualify for DACA or some of the other applications that sometimes people might qualify for. But what he does qualify for is to apply on his own for a green card based on the abuse by his father. So this one, I'm going to tell you, is a little bit more serious of the case. The abuse is both physical and emotional than some of our other cases where there is no physical abuse and the child is very young and has suffered abuse since he was small. Okay, so what we are doing as a firm is we're helping him apply for a green card on his own without his father. His father is a green card holder. We can apply for his green card without his father even knowing. We do it confidentially, we do it based on the abuse, and there is no police report in this case. Okay, so for victims of abuse, for children whose parents will not sponsor their green card, they can apply on their own without the consent, without the cooperation of the green card holder or U.S. citizen parent. All right. This is a classic case. And I wish I could say it was unique, but it is not unique. It's common that we get these types of cases, and I've seen it more and more. All right. So if you or someone you know knows that their parent, for example, is a green card holder or a U.S. citizen, that they've suffered abuse at the hands of their parents, they might be eligible to apply for a green card, which they would likely receive in about 2 to 2.5 years. And this can be done on their own without their parents' help, right? They would get work authorization, also a social security number if they don't have one already. And also travel authorization if they wanted to travel internationally. Okay, so this is something that could be hugely beneficial for people that have been abused by their parents, who are basically, their parents are not helping them with their green card application. All right, give us a call if we can help. Please share this with others that might find this helpful. Again, it's 703-348-1663. Call us for consultation, and we will walk you through the full process of obtaining your work permit and also getting your green card. All right, we're really happy to be able to help this person here, to help our client right now to apply for his green card because he's the victim of abuse. And hopefully there is a light at the end of this very dark tunnel in his life. All right, we're hoping to change everything around for him. Okay, so if you know other people that may be out of status, that may have entered illegally, that are maybe being abused by their spouse or their parent, please share this with them, encourage them to call us for a consultation, and we can walk through how we will be able to help. All right, that's 703-348-1663. Also, if you're just joining me, I see a few folks just joining me now. I am an immigration attorney, and I only practice U.S. immigration law, and I do pretty much every case that can qualify as U.S. immigration law for anyone that wants to stay in the U.S. or that wants to enter the U.S. or gain status somehow in the U.S. I should be able to help you discuss your options. So give us a call for a consultation. We're at 703-348-1663. And I've been going live fairly regularly. So if you want to be notified, make sure you like our page and like our page on Facebook. Follow us on TikTok. We are at Agarwal Immigration on both Facebook and on TikTok. Okay, that's Agarwal Immigration, and that's on both Facebook and on TikTok. So I'm here live to answer your immigration questions, right? I'm here live to answer your immigration questions. So go ahead and put that in. Hi, Sunny. Nice to see you. Hi, Melinda. Sunny's question is, how long does it usually take after an RFE for good moral character? Okay, Sunny, great. So Sunny's asked me a lot of questions about a humanitarian case on here publicly. Obviously, everyone knows here that that anything that you post on here, it's not an attorney-client relationship. It's general information. If you want a confidential consultation, please call our office and we will schedule you for one. We're doing them by phone, by Zoom, and in person for those of you that want to come and meet me in person. Okay, I would love to chat with you, love to go through your immigration options with you. And that you can do that best by calling me at 703-348-1663. You can also schedule on your own if you wanted to by going to our Facebook page, and there is a link on there where you can see what appointments are available and schedule with me at that point. All right. Sunny's question again is how long does it take after you submit an RFE? So some cases require good moral character, and that is usually done with kind of an FBI or police clearance report. Okay, that's usually done with an FBI or police clearance report. It's pretty simple to get. Hopefully you don't have a criminal history, but if you do, that's not the end all and be all. You can still qualify. All right. How long does it take? It takes a few months, right? We actually just submitted one for a client who applied for their VAWA case on their own. They applied for their VAWA case on their own, did not submit this report, and then now their case got stuck, and then the case came to us. They called us. We supplemented the application with the reports that we needed to. We normally include them in our initial application, but since this person had used a different organization to help submit the immigration application, that firm did not submit these reports. Hence, they got a request for evidence. We took over the case and now we submitted it, and it's been pending for at least 2 months, I want to say. But I'm going to tell you, when we start a case, we submit all the evidence up front since we do so many of these. And so usually within 2 months or 3 months, we get what's called a prima facie determination, which is kind of a pre-approval of a VAWA case. So essentially they look at the full application, they say it appears that this would qualify. They're going to take some more time to review the case, but that determination pretty much protects the individual, that the applicant, you, if it's you, protects you from being deported while they are reviewing your application. Okay, so that comes really quickly if things are done properly in the beginning. If they are not done properly in the beginning, you're kind of stuck in this waiting game, which you don't need to be stuck in. All right, so do it right. Use a lawyer if you have a complicated case. Call us if we can help, 348-1663. Mohammed says, thank you for coming live. I love coming live. I love to answer your questions. You know, I really enjoy practicing immigration law. I myself am an immigrant. I was born in India, in Goa. For those of you, if anyone here is from Goa, say hi. I was born in Goa, India. My family is from Bangalore, and I immigrated to the US when I was 8 years old. And I have to tell you, I started off my law career representing huge companies, working for a large international law firm. And then I spun off and went on my own, started my own immigration firm. And I'm incredibly passionate about immigration law, as is the rest of my team. So if you are I understand where you are coming from. If you're confused about immigration, if you just want answers, I myself have been where you are. And if you want to reach out to me, I would love to chat with you. And that is why I am here live to answer your questions, to kind of clarify this for you, because I know immigration is not easy. Okay, call us for a consultation if you want to talk with me more about your case. We're at 703-348-1663. And if you're just joining me, my name is Pratibha Agarwal, and I'm an immigration lawyer based outside of DC. My clients, however, are all throughout the United States. All right, I have so many questions here. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. All right, so we have Fidu, who says, work permit through something, ASAP, maybe you mean adjustment of status, has not come. My work permit through the adjustment of status application and my green card application has not arrived. What options do I have? You do have options. I would say the first thing to do is to call USCIS and submit an inquiry. And just know that sometimes it takes a bit of time. So usually it takes about 5 to 6 months. I would even say sometimes as long as 8 months to receive it. So call us for a consultation if we can help you with that. Okay, 703-348-1663. Someone, I feel like I'm not getting these in the right order. So someone is saying, Karan, hi Karan. Karan is saying, I want to apply for citizenship. How long for the citizenship test, right? How long does it take for the citizenship test? Usually once you apply for naturalization, which is your citizenship application, it usually takes about a year to schedule the interview. And at the time of the interview, you'll be tested on your civics, your English, your reading and writing, as well as you'll be asked questions about your entrance history, how many times you've left the country, how long the trips have been. Some of the things that they're looking for are a little bit legal in nature. And so you probably want to understand what they're trying to look for if you've taken a lot of trips outside the country. Okay, if we can help you with the consultation, if you have questions about citizenship, give us a call. We're at 703-348-1663. Oh, great. Jazzy says, Mujhe green card mil gaya, which means I got my green card. Awesome. Awesome. Congratulations. That's so great. Isn't a U visa a long process? Yes. A U visa is a long process. A U visa is a super long process. So, but you should still apply. If you qualify, you should still apply. So let's say you're not in status, right? Let's say that you're not in status. Let's say you entered illegally or you had status and it expired and you have no other immigration application, but you witnessed a crime, okay? So you witnessed a crime. If you report that crime to the police, and this is only for certain qualifying crimes, if you report it to the police and cooperate with them in an investigation, or you can report it to other agencies as well, like the Department of Labor, for example, you then might qualify for what's called a U visa. A U visa gives you permission to remain in the US, and then if you have it for a certain amount of time, you can apply for a green card, and then 5 years as a green card holder, you can apply for citizenship. You can also bring children into the US, or if your children are already in the US, they might also qualify to receive a visa with you, a green card, and then ultimately become citizens. So yes, it's a long process, but my recommendation is apply if you are eligible. There's no point to wait, right? If you have a different option available, let's say a marriage-based green card or let's say a humanitarian case, right? So like asylum or something like that. Maybe you would consider that, but I would really consider a U visa because many times that is the only option available, and you would get a green card and citizenship ultimately. So why not? Why not? Who cares if it's a long process? You would also get work authorization, right? Give us a call if we can help you with that. 703-348-1663. Jamaican girl says, I'm DQ. My husband is a green card holder. How do I have to wait for an interview? I'm in Jamaica. Okay, so if your husband is a green card holder and he's willing to sponsor you, the process starts off here in the U.S. and then moves on to the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica. Okay, so it takes a long time. It takes about 2.5 years sometimes. I'm hoping that it'll go faster with this administration, but that is not always the case. All right. Innocent says, if somebody gets a work permit by VAWA, so how many years validity will it be? Right? If someone gets a work permit by VAWA, how many years validity will it be? If someone gets a work permit by VAWA, you essentially are, it's usually 1 year, but I'm seeing some that are 2 years. All right. I'm seeing some that are 2 years, but you can apply again to renew it as long as the green card application is pending. So as long as the green card application is pending, you can apply for a work authorization. Okay. Jerry says, hi, I have a prima facie VAWA case and an appointment for biometrics this month. How long does it take to get a work permit? Jerry, awesome. That's awesome. So prima facie is kind of like a pre-approval is what I mentioned earlier. Okay, which is really awesome. That means you've met all the elements of your case. How long does it take to get a work permit after biometrics? Usually about 1 to 2 months. 1 to 2 months after you give your fingerprints, you should expect to see a work permit. All right. Karan says, can you speak in Hindi for some time? You know, my Hindi is pretty terrible, guys, but I can understand you. And sometimes when you write it, I can read and understand what you're saying. So give me a call. I'll do my best. I do have some clients that speak only Hindi, and we kind of figure it out with each other. So call us 703-348-1663. Yeet Queen says, I'm Pakistani. What are you? I am American. I'm a U.S. citizen, but my family is from India. Shahrukh says, I can read and write and speak Hindi. Awesome. Fantastic. I wish I could. Tommy says, I applied for a K-1 visa for my girlfriend, and now I have to apply for disability. Will this mess up my visa? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. So when you apply for a K-1 visa, you do have to show that you can support that person. Okay, so you do have to show that you can support that person financially, that they will not, that they will not become a public charge. All right. So that means that they're not going to rely on public funds in the US. So you do have to show that. But let's say they come into the US, let's say the K-1 is approved, and they come into the US, then you apply for a green card, but maybe you have someone else that can be a joint sponsor. So that's possible too, or maybe you can use your assets in addition to whatever income there is. Okay. And they might be able to use their own assets and income as well. So if you have questions about qualifying financially, we can definitely help. Call us at 703-348-1663. It says, I am a U.S. citizen too, but my family is from Pakistan. All right, cool. Yeah. Great. Our Shahrukh says, me too. I'm not sure what that means, but all right, great. Awesome. Innocent says, when will USCIS update the timeline for U visa for work authorization? You know that you can apply for work authorization now at the same time that you apply for the U visa. All right. Karina says, I know someone who got married to a U.S. citizen, but he is incarcerated. She doesn't have a green card as of yet. I gave her your number to call. Awesome, great, Karina. Thank you for doing that. If someone is incarcerated, if the U.S. citizen is incarcerated, that is something that suggests to me that maybe she was a victim of abuse, right? I'm not sure, but maybe that person is. I would like to explore that a little bit. If someone is being abused or has been abused by their U.S. citizen spouse, they could receive, if they qualify, once I talk to them, a work permit in about 6 to 8 months and a green card in about 2 to 2.5 years. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. I will see you all very, very soon. Okay. Thanks so much. Look forward to meeting some of you for a consultation. Feel free to reach out to us, 703-348-1663. And of course, share this with other people that might have immigration questions. Share this with people that are confused about immigration. I love Majhawal's comment. Can I adopt your dog and become a citizen? My dog is a citizen, but unfortunately, dogs can't sponsor. And my dog is not here right now and not up for adoption. Anyway, everyone knows I love my dog here. All right. Great. It was great to see everybody. Thank you for the questions, and I will see you all very soon. Again, if you want to call us for a consultation, 703-348-1663. And you can also schedule yourself on Facebook at Agarwal Immigration. Make sure to like us, follow us if you don't already, and you will be notified when we go live. And of course, share this with others, please. Okay, thanks so much. See you soon. Bye.